The basic story behind Rising takes place after Metal Gear Solid 4 and follows the story of Raiden after he separates from Snake.
っていう話ですね。警備会社という。
So Raiden is working for a security firm after Metal Gear Solid 4. He's guarding a prime minister of a developing nation, and unfortunately they're attacked, and that prime minister ends up being killed. And Raiden himself loses an arm as well as an eye. So really that starts off in the prologue and sets it up for this revenge, the story of revenge, and that's the basic premise of Metal Gear Solid Rising.
話ですね。簡単に言うとそんなところです。
What I wanted to do is really be able to hand off the main Metal Gear series to the younger staff, kind of like what's done with 007, James Bond. There's different teams making it, but the series continues, and that's what I wanted to do with Metal Gear. However, the pressure of creating an official numbered game in the series was too much for the younger staff, and so rather than creating the next numbered chapter in the Metal Gear series, what they wanted to do was create a spin-off featuring Raiden as the main character, and from there, that's where the concept of Rising was born. With traditional Metal Gear Solid, Snake is an expert at stealth and infiltration, so it's a very slow and tense experience. The player is trying to crawl through without being spotted, and it builds a lot of tension for the player. On the other hand, Raiden is this cyborg, kind of like a cyborg ninja, and he's this superhuman character. He can run on walls, he can jump, leap up buildings, so it's a completely different type of character, which lends itself to a completely different type of gameplay, and it's really focused on action, so players will experience a new type of game as opposed when compared to past Metal Gear Solid games.
かなり操作感は違います。基本的には
As far as stealth gameplay in Rising is concerned, there is still a certain element of stealth. Of course, you have basic stealth where you can sneak up on enemies and kill them very quickly from behind, or use a cardboard box to sneak around through the stage. These elements are still there, but really the focus is not on stealth. Traditionally with Metal Gear Solid, if you got found, then you're really in a bad position, and oftentimes it would lead to a game over. But with Rising, you're able to overcome that. Even if you are found, you can still fight your way through and come out on top. So really it's up to the player to decide how they want to play through the game, whether they want to sneak around or if they want to have more of an action-oriented approach to the stage.
デザイン。メタルギアの世界観で
I think what I want to have people expect from Rising is a game set in the Metal Gear world, but with completely different gameplay. If you look back at the original Metal Gear series, it's very intense. If you play it for 1 or 2 hours, you feel physically drained, because of all the stress that you're feeling from the game, because it's so intense. But Rising takes the opposite approach. You're playing Cyborg Raiden, and it's really about relieving stress, just freely cutting through things, just enjoying the action. So really, it's the polar opposite of previous Metal Gear games, but set in the Metal Gear universe. So I hope people can play it and relieve their stress through Rising.
ものが違うゲームデザインになっています。